And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie has joined us.
Hey, it's here, and we are on a Thursday. Boy, it feels just a little weird after these midweek holidays.
Well, I got confused, and we were talking earlier, and I honestly thought it was Friday.
Yeah, you were upset with the National Weather Service.
Yeah, I was fixing to argue with him. And he said, no, it ain't. Today's Thursday. I thought they made a boo-boo.
Yeah.
But what about your medicine again? We were talking about the eye drops that are being recalled called Sustain.
So I went to my eye doctor. This was last year, and he said, look, your eyes look good and all, but because of the environment that you're always in, here's some eye drops. And they're little bitty ones that fit in my pocket good, so I've been carrying them for a couple of years. But what's going on with theirs is the Sustain Ultra PF, and it's going to be like the little green right there. But it's not the little bottles like I have. These are in the 25 count single-use vials. So you twist the top and put them in. Lot number 10101 that has been recalled, sold at Publix. Okay. So if you have bought any Sustain Ultra PF single-use eye drops that you got from Publix, lot number 10101,
take them back.
Take them back. Don't use no more of them.
And Public is big in other places. It's huge
grocery. I love that grocery store. That's one of the places we shop when we're
the coast
at the LA
them,
house. Yeah. Oh yeah. I wish they'd move over here. I like Aldi's, but we sure need some grocery stores.
That's where you got to pay for your buggy, right?
You got to rent your buggy for a quarter.
And I feel bad. I've never walked in there. It's just You
also better bring your own bags, or you can buy them too.
How's that catching on?
It's really not too bad. I mean, you get a big paper bag for like 12 cents. I've bought a few of them just so I could have them too. But the food is, I'm happy with it. I love the place.
And a question I don't know the answer to, Arnold asked us, do we know anything about Newton County and the garbage run? I don't have it, but I would assume, as all other counties are running today, don't hold me to it, but all other counties are running today.
So if your trash was yesterday, it's going to be today. If it's today, it's going to be tomorrow, and Fridays is going to be Monday. And that's the same with, this is weird. That's the same with the city of Meridian trash as it is the Lauderdale County trash, which the Lauderdale County trash company's named is Meridian. So Meridian Waste.
Why don't they try to confuse something there, Hody?
Meridian Waste is Lauderdale County's trash company. It doesn't have anything to do with the city of Meridian.
My heavens.
Yeah.
Aldi's is very underwhelming. I'm not impressed, Dee says.
It's not a huge store, but now great on the meats.
I'm just do you remember what was the guy that Kevin is it Spacey? Kevin Spacey that had so many legal woes with underage male accusers.
Boys,
yeah. He was in, and you have to give credit where credit's due. He's a good actor.
I'll give him that.
It was a movie called Baby. Are you familiar with that?
Not that.
Where the guy, it's a young guy that drives a car for all the robberies, and he's good at what he does, and he plays music as in all.
Okay, I have seen that. Yeah.
This guy, he's very young, has died in Alabama. He sustained a head injury in a wreck, and here's his picture if you remember him. He was the driver in the movie The Baby, and fell in love with the restaurant waitress, if you'll remember that in that movie. But he has passed away, died in Birmingham at the hospital. Wow. Saturday night is when it took. He was thrown from a moving vehicle, is what ABC 3340 out of Birmingham is reporting. Hudson Joseph Meek.
Going to be picked up Monday. Frog, I don't think they run trash on Saturdays. I think it's just Monday through Friday, but because of the holiday, if your trash day is tomorrow, they'll pick it up Saturday. But yeah, I think our trash days are Monday through Friday.
Solid waste, is that what it's called?
Baby driver.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good movie. All right, this is I'm trying to find here. They had a picture up at one point. Yeah, I'm not finding that picture.
Yeah, ain't no telling where it's at.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll try to find the rest of it.
I don't think they have regular pickup on. Okay. All right. Yeah, you meant Friday. Yes. If your trash day is tomorrow, your new trash day for this week and next week will be Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we're all confused, I'm ready to take over.
Whoop, whoop. We're going to help you through something.
9 minutes after the hour, we're going to get ready to come back with some. I have, in all my years, this is one of the toughest Christmases that I've seen. I really and truly thought it would be a very laid back, very little reporting to do, but I was at home very little. We've had tragedy over this week, and we're going to get into all of these details next. Don't go anywhere. This is some of it's heart touching of what's going on, and you need to know. We'll be right back with that.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back.
We're back.
As we mentioned, there were several shootings over the. We've had loss of life in our area. Let's start with an incident, and it took me a little while to figure out what was going on yesterday. I got reports of what's happening at Dalewood. Why is our law enforcement headed that way? And that's when it began, and then eventually we would figure out what was going on. I spoke with Sheriff Ward Calhoun yesterday. And let's pull up this picture here of what we know went on and do our best to explain this. There was a shooting there. A male subject was shot, rushed to a hospital in a private car. He's going to be okay. That's great. He's already out of the hospital, which is great. Let's give thanks for that. But this is the report that we got. And let's just go on over to the suspect. Here's the suspect as we look at this. Shelton Rives, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, white male, 17 years old, was taken into custody yesterday afternoon around 2:20. He is a suspect in a shooting that occurred at approximately 1:35 in the 8800 block of West Parkway North. Based upon the investigation, Reeves has been charged with aggravated assault and was booked into the Lauderdale County Detention Center. Bond was set at $15,000. Additional information can be found by clicking this link here. And if you'll go here, let's just click that. This will take you to the Sheriff's Department page, and you can click here and get more information. It just basically tells you that bond has been set, aggravated assault. He was booked into the jail at 5:09 p.m. on Christmas Day. From Dalewood is where it happened there.
Yeah, a sad situation all the way around. the holidays are not supposed to be this. No day is supposed to be like this right here. And
why would a 17-year-old want to do this? We don't have the answers, do we?
you know, I really like some studies to go back and see if this has anything to do with timeout. You know, oh, you can't whoop a child. You've got to stick them in timeout. Oh, we can't do this. They didn't mean to do that. When are we going to start holding people responsible for our actions? And I really think that it goes back to the way kids are raised from a young child.
Without going into a lot of detail, I can say I think family has a lot to do with all of this.
It really
I think a lot
does.
of our crimes would be solved. And y'all want to know why? How? A father and a mother. Families, and that's what helps.
Isn't that strange how that works? You know, it takes two of you to bring them in this world.
Should take two of you to raise them.
It should take two of you to raise them, and then you can't. We got whooped in school.
Yeah, so that's over now. You
sleep
cannot
for
do
8
that.
hours. You go home to your family for 8 hours, and you're in school for 8 hours. They had just as much right to whoop your butt in school as your parents did, because they were raising you for a third of your life.
But it comes back to judges and attorneys where you can now sue the school. Odie, as we go just down the road, Christmas Eve, let's go to one of the most horrifying things that could happen in our community. 3 people were shot. I would arrive on the scene, and this is where we were. This was right before you get to Lauderdale. Northeast Cole Road is where this would take place. And as I got there, and I stated several times in the video that information does change from the time you get there to sometimes later after an investigation has begun. At this point, we have 1 deceased person. We have 2 people, Odie, that are in critical condition. And as of this moment, I'm not real sure how they're doing. I don't know that. They were both life flighted out of Meridian. We've got a video of the helicopters taking off out of Meridian, taking them to Jackson. What we have learned, and I'm sure that we're going to receive more information from Ward Calhoun later today, some more information on this. We do know that this is the man that is a suspect. We'll say it that way. By law of suspect, you have not been found guilty until you face a court of law. This is the man behind all of this as we look at his profile picture, and we take a look here at what Sheriff Ward Calhoun had to say, that at 7:10 p.m. on Christmas Eve, 911 received a call. 3 people had been shot. The 9500 block of Northeast Cole Road. Deputies, ambulances all arrived on scene. Third was not responsible, and that's when Stella came out. It would be a 15-year-old that has lost his life. Odie, and I want to say his birthday was going to be...
One day.
The next day was
He was 1 day shy of his 16th birthday. A good kid at Northeast. All the teachers and the SRO talk great about this kid.
Northeast Lauderdale has already put up a condolences page, and we'll show you the Northeast Lauderdale Facebook page of what we've got here. They posted this. Our hearts are heavy as we learn the passing of Trayvon Young. He was just 1 day shy of his 16th birthday. Y'all think of this family. Again, this was Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Approximately, I'm going to guess ages here, 48-year-old woman and a man in his 60s were also struck with gunfire. Deputies would comb the area over the next few hours searching for this, and it would be in the wee hours of the morning that a female was detained and the male subject was taken into custody. I'm not sure the female, what her part all this was. We'll get answers from the Sheriff's Department on this later. But scary is beyond. Is this some form of domestic? Maybe we'll get answers today. Most likely we will give. The Sheriff's Department is always forthcoming on giving us information when it comes to cases and where they are and what might have caused things. We can count on that from the Sheriff's Department. That will come. We have families that need beyond prayer.
This is an entire school that's got to celebrate the holidays and then go back to school and start the second semester without a schoolmate.
That's true.
And it's going to be hard for every single one of them, teachers, the students, everybody. And our prayers go out to every one of y'all that have to deal with this. We lost a schoolmate when I was in junior high, and it's tough.
Oh, it is beyond.
That was out in Lauderdale, out 45, just this side of the rodeo.
Yeah, it
so
was
right out that area.
It was just before you get to that Cefco.
Yeah.
On the right, where the church is. If you could walk through the church cemetery, you would be there. But there's a road that you have to go behind Lauderdale Road to get to the driveway. But it's right there where it took place. There, it was lights and flashy lights. It Christmas morning, as I had dreamt of sleeping to since we were off yesterday.
You had one eye shut anyway, didn't you?
I said, woo, I'm going to sleep till 7 o'clock today. I said, I'm really going to take it easy. Somewhere about 4:01, I get a message that I need to roll, that there had been a stabbing in Meridian. No, I
need to roll.
And we did.
That redneck Batman symbol went up, didn't it?
I was trying to find britches, and you know how that is of trying to find a shirt. Where's my shirt? I'm lost because I wasn't expecting this. But we had a stabbing on Christmas morning. A female was stabbed minimum of 2 times, Odie, and I arrived on the scene. This is, as you look at this is sort of the dream team leaving the residence. This is the Meridian Fire Department as they showed up to help out with this situation. She was rushed to a local hospital. She's going to be okay. But from my understanding, this is going to fall back and be a domestic argument that started on Christmas Day, and arguments would lead up to this as we look at that. And, we can look back here. Let me just play you a little bit of this. We'll make this a little bit bigger. And this was the scene on Christmas morning. We have the police parked all over here, fire trucks all around this area here, and they come out from rendering aid there. The ambulance has already taken this young lady onto the hospital where she was receiving medical treatment. We hope she's going to be okay. But,
yes, we do.
At this point in time, we don't think it's life-threatening. Could have been. When things like that go south, it's not good. And Odie, is it people that are this miserable? I don't know. Maybe that's not the right word. I know it's not lonely, but does the holidays bring that much depression to where there's arguments and shootings? And is this? I don't remember it ever being this bad for us.
I don't either. But boy, this is a whole nother wormhole that you can really get into. What could this be? And I think a lot of stuff is we don't deal with issues anymore like we should. We cover it up with drugs.
Take a pill.
Take a pill. Take a smoke this, snort that. Go to the doctor and get a pill for this. And it's something that we've got to get our hand on. And it goes back to, I forgot who said it. It's hard for a mother and a father to raise a child when they've got to have 3 jobs to do it. I agree.
Yeah, it is
tough, but when you still have a mother and a father in a household, and the kids know that mom and dad are out working so we can have this, and instill in them that mom and dad are out working so you can have a roof over your head, food in your stomach, clothes on your back. But at the end of the day, your mom and dad is there to whoop your butt if you get out of line, to teach you how to go about society. It could be mental health issue, but is it a true mental health issue? Because we label everything now as a mental health disorder.
And I don't
think it is. I don't think everything that we deal with is a mental health issue. But I think we push the buck. And he's got some issues we're trying to deal with. A good whooping across the rear end would wake some people up. But the answer is, I don't know. I don't know if Sigmund Freud could fix it.
This was a very rough one for us. And coming up next, we're going to tell you about a loss of life last night. And we've talked about how this could happen. And it did last night. We're going to tell you about it and how someone is not at fault for what happened, but a life was lost. We'll tell you about that next here with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Here at Meridian Cycles, we're your CF Moto headquarters, and here at the end of the year we have a special deal on CF Moto C-Force 500 four-wheelers. We're offering these for only $69.99 plus tax and title. It is a fantastic deal, and let me tell you some of the features that this four-wheeler has. This C-Force 500 features aluminum wheels, power steering, and a 2,500-pound winch, all at an incredible price of $69.99 plus tax and title. Come see us at Meridian Cycles, 80 Highway 19 North, right here in Meridian, or call 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
If we haven't depressed you enough already this morning, we have more sorrow to discuss this. And I've said this many times, and I put things up as quickly when I hear of it as I can to save a life. I cannot tell you, and I don't know why, what the conditions are of many times I will report that there's someone laying in a roadway. Front Street has had that a lot down by the train station where people drive upon someone laying in the middle of the street. It has happened all over. North Frontage Road has had it. This time it did not work out. Now, again, as I've told you many times, as investigations continue, I think this is one of those just awful accidents. Where Chino's is, San Marcos Mexican restaurant. If you were to take a right beside there, you have the tire shop there, Chino's, and take a right, go one block due west, 52nd Street. Someone turned that, made that exact route, I'm assuming going home, and would run up on someone laying in the road, and they were struck. The Meridian Fire Department would arrive on scene, and Odie, you've probably worked with this once or twice in your life, airbags, to where you use airbags to lift a car off of someone. They use that, they put that into operation. Now, what I'm going to show you shows nothing bad. I don't want anybody to think that this is the scene from last night after the patient has been loaded and being taken to the hospital. Just sadness, and I urge you to be so careful in our streets. I don't know why this man was laying in the street. I'm not going to second guess that. I don't want to do that because I don't know. But he was, from what I understand, and the police tell me that it is different. We will backtrack and take this statement back. But from my understanding, he was lying in the street. Here is the scene here at the stop sign. Let me enter this full screen. This car would go right through that red stop sign. Stop, move forward. It was dark. You could not see. As we go here, and we move back, this is just, and you imagine that without all these police lights, you cannot see anything, Odie.
It is dark in that area back there.
It's it's not like one of these streets that just has tons of lights and you can see someone. You can't. You go through the red light and oh heavens, pray for that person that was involved in this.
Heavy residential area.
Yeah, I cannot stress this. This would one of those things that would haunt you the rest of your life. You're human. You can't help but feel remorse, even though it's not your fault. I feel horrible about this. Now we'll watch this stuff and just be on your guard at night whenever you travel. And I don't know much more to say about that. We had someone else struck by a car. Let me back up. Odie, an hour later, after this person was taken to the hospital, about an hour. Let me go here and show you this. we had gunfire from near about that exact location.
Wow.
Several shots fired. There was several rounds that went off. Now, no one was hurt, no one was injured, but we did have some gunplay in that area last night. We had someone else struck. They're going to make it.
Good deal.
But I want you to look at the trash that's in the road, because this was, let's just call it what it is, a homeless person with most likely a buggy as we go here. As you'll see the trash all over the road, they were carrying aluminum cans and did not make it across the street.
Wow.
Now let's just look at here. You can hear the police, the ambulance coming into the scene. This is an ambulance, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? You know sounds better than I do.
That may be a fire truck.
Oh, it is.
No, that's the fire truck.
Yeah.
The ambulance will have more of a double siren sound.
So to disprove everybody that says I can hear sirens 2 miles away and start running.
Well, you was already there before the siren was. You didn't have to run far. It's another one.
But we are so glad to tell you this instant, the person is going to be okay. They got bruised up a little bit, but they're going to be okay. And we can make light of the situation. Everybody walked away from that. But yet again, as you need to get near crossroads, be on, even me and Odie could be involved in something like this tomorrow, today, of someone walking out in front of you. And this area is just known for homeless activity. Our city is overrun with homeless that walk out in front of cars. We do have some that lay down in the streets in those areas as well, too. Be extra, extra careful. Now, folks, this year is not over. Now, as I paused there, and I apologize about that, we are right now at 14 murders for the year. We had to backtrack on one murder because it was evidence that came out that proved that we don't know whether it was natural or something went on.
Accidental or purposeful.
Right. It was not a murder. There is one more that is not going to come back before the end of the year. So we're going down at 14 after the first of the year. We could change the murders to 15 depending upon what an autopsy says in another case. I'm not sure the crime lab is working this week, so it will prolong us getting information on this case before the end of the year. But we're still at December the 26th. As crime continues, we don't know that something else may happen before the first of the year, pushing these numbers.
We got time to, you hate to say that, but there's still 4 more days.
Yes. Have there been deaths this year that I sometimes go, well, I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye? Yes, but could not be proven without a shadow of a doubt, so they will go down as most likely accidental, is what we will call those. But on the record books, at this very moment, we're 14 and possibly one more as we continue that. We've got more coming up. We're not through with all the headlines that are going on in our area. I'm telling you, I thought me and you were going to have trouble coming up with a few subjects because the national news media and most everybody takes the day off.
Not the redneck Batman. He does.
I ran up on you somewhere at dark too.
Yeah, we were out and about.
And I got in the wrong vehicle, didn't have my trusty dandy flashlight, and there was Odie who saved the day. You done got
you can
one.
borrow mine. Yeah.
Man,
when you get out in the middle of the woods and there's no moonlight or nothing, we woke up 8 deer.
It's like holding a 747 flashlight.
Oh, it is. And that sucker is, and do you know it has a turbo?
No, you got to show me how to operate mine. Every time I've used mine, it's been dark, and I've been running as I had it and just clicking. I need to learn how to use my equipment, don't I?
That sucker's got a turbo on it, too. Now, I don't think your battery lasts very long on turbo.
We'll be right back. We got some history to talk about and some other great things that are going on this morning.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Oh, welcome back. Bob says he hasn't taken a bath anymore. He's done with soap.
He's through with soap. Yeah.
Man.
Just the water.
Good morning, everyone. It's the day after Christmas. I hope Santa was good to you. Mine was good. My son got to come home. We got to have a little bit of time together.
Well, now, you said it was because your wife was leaving.
She is leaving. She is going on what she called the trip of her lifetime that she'll never get to go. And I can't go. She's going to be traveling to Washington, D.C., back with my son back up there. From there, they'll spend a few days there and then go to New York to see the Statue of Liberty. And then she'll fly. She's never been on a plane, and she's nervous. Oof. I told her, don't worry about it. If this big chicken can handle it, she can. I mean, it's always the same thing with me. If when we get out at family, don't embarrass us. Please don't embarrass us. It doesn't bother me. If I'm scared, I'm going to say I'm scared. Y'all will learn that about me.
Is that when you lay down in the sky lift?
Well, it was the that thing at Chattanooga. I laid in the floor because it was like this, and I was trying to get out. And the only way to get out, because it was like this, was to get on the floor. I ain't kidding. They got a picture of me up in Chattanooga. The incline. Do not let this man ride. I walked down the hill. I would not ride it back down. Whew, that's awful. I think there's also a warning sign for me at Lookout Mountain also. I don't think I'm welcome back.
If you see this guy, don't let him on.
I'm not welcome back there either. I had learned my lesson by the time I got to Stone Mountain, refused to ride their little trolley, and sat there and waited on everybody and had coffee with strangers.
So all of y'all out there that have all this food left over from the holidays,
I'm gonna need some.
Mr. Bachelor over here for a week.
I mean, it's gonna be tough.
He's gonna have to do something for some food and everything else.
I'm gonna be laid up in restaurants.
Oh man!
Let's go. Do you remember watching this movie? I do.
It was a good movie.
Tucker, the man in his dream. I can see it now. Jeff Bridges, wasn't it?
It was.
Preston Tucker
passed
away.
The headlights would move with the steering wheel.
And if you will notice this right here, the doors went up into the roof to where that was not done until what?
Yeah.
2000, 99, 2000, somewhere along. He was way ahead of his time. The big three didn't like it because they would have to change things. So they commenced to put him out of business.
And they won it. They sure did.
They did. I remember seeing a preview of this as a kid.
I don't think I watched the whole thing. Just wasn't my cup of tea. And I mean, Dustin Hoffman is, he's got some good movies. He's a good actor. I still like him in, I just had Tom Cruise in it. The two of them had a good movie. But I didn't ever watch really The Graduate. It just wasn't.
I just remember who was it that was slammed up against the glass at the end of it? I'm trying to remember that as we. The Graduate came out today. Dustin Hoffman. He was very young, but it premiered on that. There's a lot of people who remember, and I think Odie for that time in '67 that this was risque.
Oh well, yeah, because this was
he was having
the one with an affair with
a married woman,
older woman.
Yeah.
I think that's where Cougar came from.
There's a lot of you that are going to go, I love this song. I'm not one of you. It just never appealed to me. The Wichita Lineman went number one today, 68 for Glenn Campbell. It was just wasn't my favorite there. He had a lot of good songs. Southern Nights, I love that, but that wasn't mine. You may have loved it. We go back to I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. Yeah. She had a bunch of hair back in the 70s, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Lynn Anderson had that number one today.
Almost like a bouffant.
I was really scared of this as a kid. is almost as bad as heights. I can't pay somebody to scare me. That's why I don't go out to Bailey Volunteer Fire Department's haunted house. I just can't do it, Odie.
You go out and wait for me to come out.
Yes. There's The Exorcist. It was 19. When she spun her head around backwards, I thought, yep, I ain't going to see you.
Yeah.
But that was 1973. I don't know how many of those they've done, but it's been a bunch of those spooky movies made.
Oh, I love them.
Do you like that stuff?
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
Ooh. For those about to rock, we salute you. There's a lot of folks out there who got into AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Were they headbangers?
Well, they were. They weren't headbangers, but they were.
She Shook Me All Night Long.
Yeah. I mean, they
Back
were
in
rock,
Black.
and I'd say they wasn't hard rock. Of course, hard rock wasn't really headbangers.
Yeah, it was
headbangers
different.
is a
They
whole
had-
different deal.
We called them hippies on our side of town. Look at them hippies over there with that.
Yeah, y'all called me all
We
kinds
were
of stuff.
we were more into this at 1981 on our side of the tracks. It was Loving the First Degree. Randy Owen, he had a little long hair. That we got along with that after we heard him sing this. I once thought of love as a prison, a place I didn't want to be. Woo! We said, look at that belly rubbing music that boy can sing. Fort Payne, Alabama is where they called it home. Ooh. This next, and how I watched like 2 seasons of this, and I got sidetracked, and I never went back. John
good?
Snow, yeah, it's real good stuff there. Kit Harington has a birthday today.
Hey, Harrington sure sounds right on that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at all the hair he's got.
He's got a bunch of. Jon Snow is the character that he played on television there.
Never saw any of that.
1988, Baby's gotten good at goodbye. She packed all her stuff. George Strait was number 1 today. Don't get any better
I
than
like
that.
old George now.
Yeah, if you want to find what is the perfect definition of a song, just pick any of his. You'll be okay.
Yep.
Back in 91, wow, I've been married a year at that point, and Jack Ruby, a name that we've all known all of our lives, who was a part of the JFK assassination ring, I guess you could say, his gun would sell for $220,000 at auction. That is a piece of history, like it or not. That is.
It is.
And it sold. I would have thought that would have still been evidence in a museum somewhere.
Yeah, well, the CIA knows what happened. They did it.
And CIA. Odie trying to get the cat out of the bag. Don't be judgmental there. we will never know. We will.
No, that conspiracy will always be locked up.
Yeah. Just remember, what you're told is not always the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
This ain't Dragnet.
No, sir. No, sir. It was 24 years ago today. Tim McGraw went number 1. My next 30 years. Said something about eating some salad, and I tuned out after that.
It was a good song.
After 20 years, I'm thinking, I looked in the mirror the other day and thought, boy, I need a lot of salad. I need bunches.
I listened to some techno and all that, because that was dance music.
I absolutely loved Enemy of the State. Did you watch that movie?
That was a good one. Yes, I did.
This next guy, you're going to recognize his face, but I still remember this scene in Enemy of the State where the senator walks down to the riverfront, talks to this guy.
Yeah.
And then someone accidentally takes a picture and ruins somebody's life. Y'all remember this guy? Jason Robards. He passed away today in 2000. He was the senator here that played a part. He was the senator, and he was someone at the wrong place, wrong time. They took his life, and it was caught on a camera.
At a park, wasn't it?
Yep, sure was.
Yep.
Guy was taking a picture of geese.
Yeah.
I like that movie. And back then, I remember watching it going, there ain't no way the government can do all that. Boy, was I. Tell me if it's just all in my head. A lot of times movies will have insight to what's really out there that we don't know about. Like this movie.
Where else do you come up with a lot of these ideas? I think a lot of it is portrayed on some truth. I'm not going to say all of it, but I think some of it does tend to lead a thought process when writing a movie.
Oh, Gail Gafford's up, y'all.
Woo woo.
The mayor of Portable is up. Y'all look out there.
Look at LaWanda says she got her a Nebo for Christmas.
That's those flashlights we were talking about. They are some kind of fine. If you want to see what's going on, you get you one of them. Go see Al today.
Yeah.
Lots of homeless people. And Dylan's had that talk with his mama. I happened to overhear that. He told her, he said, walk, don't speak. He said it's worse than the movie Airplane. He said, if you stop and say no to everybody that hits you up, you will be there all day. He said, just walk.
Yeah.
We'll
They
see how
gonna
that
talk
is.
to you. Just keep going.
It's Steve says,
Rain
Ray is
Man,
watching
that's
you.
it.
We'll tell you about that in a little bit there. Rain Man, Rain Man.
That was that movie I was trying to get. Oh, I didn't know we were that far behind on.
Yeah, I didn't scroll down there. Linda Blair.
Look at there.
Terry said she hadn't.
Since The Exorcist. Yeah,
Game of Thrones was the movie that Jon Snow was in.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was some kind of, that is a great series there.
Yeah, and then NFL's on Netflix. Yeah, they, yesterday wasn't the first games that they've done. They've done a couple of other games. They did that as a test, and it went okay. And then they did that big fight. So many people got caught up with this fight that, boy, their system, Netflix system, could not keep
It shut down,
up.
didn't it?
It was lagging behind. You had to keep restarting it. I feel like they went and probably doubled the amount of servers they needed, and they are back on track. But so they are looking at Netflix just took over WWE as far as broadcasting. So now your wrestling is going to be on Netflix. Now the NFL is looking at going to Netflix. They say that a live NFL game, they do the Pledge of Allegiance and all that before the game. Well, Netflix, if you're listening,
yes, sir.
How about you broadcast that part too?
I think America
and not
wants
just
it.
come in. America wants to see. You go to a racetrack and you're going to see that. But in ball games, y'all do that. Y'all post that. Y'all see America is not this bunch of woke people that y'all thought y'all were going down the path with the majority, but you found out last month that's not the case.
Things are changing.
Things are changing. America is starting to speak again, and this woke society is kind of losing stride.
They're getting pushback now.
And if you want CBS, NBC, all of y'all that show these football games, if y'all want people to start watching again, all you got to do is show the national anthem where you say, "Thank you, America."
Was it, let me ask this, was it because, do you think, this is what I had in my mind, they quit showing it because there were so many not participating and it made America mad, so they thought that if they got rid of it and didn't show it, that it would pacify everybody and put it to the side?
I think a lot of it had something to do with, well, I'm not from America and I snuck in. I'm over here illegal and I don't like your flag and I'm offended. So we go, okay, well, we're sorry. We don't like to offend nobody.
That's a good chance of
I'll
that.
tell you what, how about getting your fence hopping butt somewhere else besides over here? Because if you want to be here, we welcome you to join America. But whatever you left, leave behind and come join us. But we didn't do that. We said, we take y'all. We're sorry. And you see where that got us.
Let's talk about a love story. Oh, it was Ghost.
Oh.
You remember this guy? He couldn't get on the subway.
You went and got a potter's wheel for this, didn't you?
He did. He passed away today. It was 2005. His name was Vincent, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I can't. Mr. S.
Schiavelli?
Maybe. But he played that part well of that big ghost.
Yeah.
But he
the dark eye.
Yeah, he really actually went to meet the maker then.
That was really his haircut. You know that.
I can tell. 2006, Terry Clark was easy on the eye. She's a tall girl, if y'all don't really know. I've had to do this to her a couple of times. I had to look up to her. She's tall. Big girl there. I double-checked my dates on this to make sure I was right on this. 2006, we would lose a former president today. And I was thinking in my mind it was before that. But no, it was Gerald Ford. Passed away today in 2006. He couldn't get reelected again. He was a vice president that got into it. He wasn't qualified for that. 2015, there's so many people that like this guy. He come out of nowhere onto the national scene, that is. Traveler went number one with Chris Stapleton. Smooth as Tennessee whiskey. And what is shameful is there's so many people who don't realize that that's George Jones's song, and it's been around forever.
And it just takes somebody else to.
Well, I actually like George's better. To me,
I need to go back and.
I didn't get into this bunch. Anybody remember Tommy Smothers, the Smothers
brothers?
He passed away today of lung cancer at the age of 86 last year.
Wow.
Today. And that concludes what happened in history today.
Well,
yeah. Somebody said don't go in the bathroom at Union Station in D.C. What, Odie, would you go see what's in it for me and call me?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just hang tight.
We'll be right back.
This is going to be our biggest year-end clearance event ever here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia. Inventory is up and rates are finally down. We promise to save you thousands on any of our new inventory. From Siennas to Sequoias, Camrys to Corollas, Tundras, Tacomas, no matter the model, we will not be undersold. We want your business. With interest rates as low as 1.99%, top dollar value for your trade-in, and thousands off all of our inventory, Doc's Toyota is your clear choice for your next Toyota purchase. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slide bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Bob looked at how many times I went to the CMA.
Yeah.
I don't really know. It was a bunch. I've been to the award show a lot. When we
Nominated. Not just go, but nominated.
We were blessed to be nominated 3 times. 5 people in the entire United States get that. And it was such an honor. We didn't win, but I'm telling you, it was a true honor to be nominated for such an award. Brought back a lot of memories there. Scooby-Doo beat us one year. I remember him talking in that Scooby voice, going, "Look at my trophy." And it was hilarious. But we had a lot of fun times. But when we first started going to the CMAs, it is not what you see today. Parties were not open to the public. They were not. It wasn't this big. They had a party at the Opryland Hotel for the general public, and then all the other parties were held throughout Nashville, and you had to have a letter of invitation to get in. It was top-notch security. You didn't get in, and you actually
had to dress the occasion.
Yeah, and you got to hang out with the stars. I can remember sitting with Alan and George Strait being at one, and it was 40 people there. I mean, it's just been many, many moons ago. Now it's let's throw some lights, camera, and let's make some money off of it.
You didn't go in there with holes in your britches, did you?
No, but I did wear blue jeans and I wore tux and blue jeans below. I just
tuck top.
Yeah, I didn't have no holes. But
how many cows do you have, sir?
I've been plagued with that all my life. I mean, I can remember being in 7. If y'all hadn't caught on for this, I've always walked a little bit different beat than everybody else. Just because everybody else wore Izod shirts with the little gators on them, I did not. I wore, well, what I'm wearing now. And I got picked on during high school for being what I am, and it's okay. Not everybody gets what I am.
Yep.
And but I sure like being who I am.
It is what it is.
It is truly there. As we go to our next headline, we have a person that's been identified, a sad situation as we go here, Odie.
Yes.
Stella McMahon, our Lauderdale County coroner, has identified the victim that died off of 29th Avenue. Barbara K. Pullum is her name. She was 56 years old. We are awaiting autopsy results to determine the cause of death.
This was Tuesday, wasn't it, during the show?
It was Friday during the show, last Friday, a week tomorrow.
Okay.
The 20th, I believe, is when that happened. Yeah, December the 20th.
Okay.
And again, we don't know everything there is to know about it, but an investigation is ongoing, and an autopsy will tell us more about this. And God rest her soul. Y'all think of her and her family. Boy, we got somebody arrested last night. As we go to the Mississippi Department of Corrections. He's back in jail now. Drew Johnson was captured not far from the South Mississippi prison that he escaped from.
He got one of them crowns on the side of his head.
He does, didn't they used to put and again, I don't get it. He's proud of that. I guess it means something.
I think that's a gang sign, isn't it?
Is it? Let me pull that back up.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
He got something. Either that's dirt or he's got one there at his ear too, and I can't really tell.
I'll go for yeah. Okay.
We don't know, but my oh my, that happened over the weekend also. Let me see here. I thought I'd skip something. I wanted to go down here. This is increasingly, and I did not get a grip on everywhere. I haven't gotten all the details and nothing but the truth. Car burglaries, North Meridian, the Briarwood area, Northwood Country Club area. Huge car thefts breaking into cars there. This one would happen on Pineview Circle. There was an apartment complex over the weekend that I hadn't gotten all the details. It got like 6, 7, 8 cars that were broken into also, Odie. Also, and we'll do a story on this just in a little bit, in the 700 block of Front Street Meridian, a pool hall was robbed last night. We would get enough. I didn't have the accurate information till we were about to go right on the air. But a guy riding a bicycle would ride up to the pool hall, a frequent
while they were open?
Yes, sir, Bob. He robbed it, gunpoint, or he had a gun on him. I'm unsure at this point whether he pulled it, but he did have one. He was riding a blue, and then on the back of it, a multicolored green rear end on the bicycle. He had it was multicolored. The front part of it was blue, and the back was several shades of green. He was wearing a white hat with a blue backpack, fled the scene. They do know a name because he frequented the pool hall. And he took it upon himself of Christmas Eve of, well, I need all your money. And he did just that. Fled the scene with the cash. And again, I didn't get all the details quick enough to make a post about that. We will here in a little bit. Fortunately, we can tell you that no one was hurt in this. And this would put this around Acme Plaza area, right around there, if I looked up the address correctly. Let me see if I can pull up. Here is, let's see, 700 block.
So 725 is Acme Plaza.
Yeah, it's somewhere. So it would have to be in there. And from my understanding, they think he rode this direction toward 8th Avenue. But again, we'll have to wait and see as we get more information on that. But robbery there last night. This has been, I'm telling you, this was not a calm Christmas for us. It was one thing after another.
No, pagers going off. It was a very tough holiday. It was a very sad holiday as we celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ and what we're having to deal with, and the families that having to deal with a Christmas that will never be the same nor mean the same.
Now, as I arrived on this, and I went up Highway 45 Christmas Eve. Also, there was a horrible accident at Minnebucket Road. Odie, and I don't know the condition of the man at this point, but he was injured pretty bad. As we go here, as this is darkness coming, as 45 was blocked. Metro ambulance was on scene.
Yeah, both drivers were hurt. So definitely need prayers for them and a speedy recovery for everybody involved.
And that's a pretty solid lick there in the side of the car.
It's in a weak spot of your car, and that's one of the toughest places to get hit in is right there. It's because that's what's between you and the outside world, and not very much structure is in that particular area.
From there, I would go to Lauderdale and follow a fire truck. I think I think we stopped at somewhere around Tuscaloosa.
Y'all stop and get gas
in Tuscaloosa, and we turned around and came back because we couldn't find the fire.
Didn't y'all have Metro waiting on you?
After we got back to Lauderdale, that's where it was.
I'm sorry.
It was, if you had been there, it was kind of hilarious. So trying to find it. I was passing fire trucks left and right trying to figure out where it was. No one had the accurate address of where the situation was. So Metro, they found it and helped the folks. Let's see what else we've got going on here that happened over the weekend. This is, I would run up on Odie at this situation. Let's go here. We had an accident on Highway 19. I was in Lauderdale. I was in Lauderdale trying to leave Lauderdale to get to this incident, and this was also Christmas Eve as we would get there. If you'll notice, the Cadillac in the ditch, kind of hard to miss. And here's a car missing the rear wheels.
Yeah, well, it's not missing this back here behind it.
Yeah.
You know what? It just ain't in the area that it's supposed to be.
It should be there, round and roll.
Yeah.
No serious injuries with this, but look at the damage here of what we've got. 2 cars total. There's no doubt on this at all. The right lane would be blocked from travel as emergency officials. And again, this is that flashlight, y'all. If you don't have one, this brings night to day.
Y'all go see Al and just say, "Hey, give me one of them Scotty Ray flashlights."
It just brightened. Look at this. You don't get this everywhere you go.
And it's dark out there.
Ooh, very dark. So that was Highway 19. Again, no major injuries, but boy, that's scary on Christmas Eve. I went out to Southeast. I got to come visit y'all on Christmas Eve also. We didn't want to leave y'all out. No, sir, Bob. We went to an 18-wheeler incident. It would be a one vehicle, and I didn't pull up the pictures. Let me just show video here of what we've got. Let me back this up. This would be the 18-wheeler. Let's blow this up where you can see here. From what I'm understanding, the brakes locked on the 18-wheeler, and it slid into the ditch.
At least it didn't roll over. We were happy about that.
And how it did not, I don't know. Look at that. Had it been loaded, Odie, it would have flipped over.
Yeah.
A miracle in itself there. The driver was not hurt. Simmons had to come out, I think, and remove that from the roadway also. And I'm telling you, it was just one little incident after another. Let's see.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
We're going to come back in just a moment and tell you about a good thing that happened this weekend.
That was awesome.
We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Tomorrow, we've got the High Sheriff, former High Sheriff, I guess you could say, of Clark County coming to visit. Todd Kemp is going to be in with us in the studio tomorrow. Now, if you have not watched this, we urge you to go to the Facebook page. It's pinned at the top. And we're going to play it tomorrow. It's in entirety. But this is on there. This is from Rooster Holler Studios. They've done Scotty Ray is Watching You.
Oh, it was good.
And if you have not seen this yet, I urge you to watch it. It
does hit the spot now.
I hit you just a little sample of what this sounds like.
That Scotty Ray is watching you. That man's like a ninja with a mic.
It is good. It is extremely good. And if you have not watched it yet, please do. So we'll play the entirety of that tomorrow.
With the High Sheriff in town. There's 2. There's one out there that's just got some pictures that roll. And then the actual video
that he put together with this.
We're going to submit that to the CMA and see if we can't get that on the next
Video
vote
of the year.
for video of the year. Yeah.
There you go. But I'm telling you, it takes talent. Nick Smith, he is a school teacher, Newton County, and he is some kind of good at what he does.
Yes, he is.
He's done parody songs before.
Yeah.
And a good guy, y'all. Again, this is what the video looks like. Go there and take a listen today. I promise you will like this. One of the best I've seen put together yet. We'll play that in its entirety tomorrow. Also, as we're talking about good things, Odie, as we head to Meridian, Mississippi, the kids had a great day, didn't they?
Man, after the weekend the last couple of days we've had, what better way to bring this up for what Meridian has done with the children of everywhere, not just Meridian, not just Lauderdale County, but everywhere.
Oh, there you are.
Well, yeah, even I was in the house. But I tell you, Chief Randall Davis and the entire staff with the PD down there. Look, there's Meridian. He was the fire chief of Meridian. Then I heard that he went down to the captain, and then they reappointed him back fire chief again.
What did he go down to captain for?
Somebody else, another.
Didn't know what they were doing.
Agency.
Didn't know what they were doing.
They didn't know who they was talking to.
He is the high chief, y'all.
And look at
Who's
her.
this?
That's that girl.
With a
what does she do? Got
She's
two
making
coffee mugs?
Yeah, and she doesn't seem impressed that we're taking pictures of her.
She'll be all right.
No language was used in that. I got just a stink eye from her.
Well, no, it was a lot of words said. It was just real silent.
But it was a great time, Ball. There's Greg Morgan in the house with us there. Do appreciate him. And the ladies in the kitchen that was cooking everybody and making meals for everybody. Can't thank them enough. Over 800. Percy was there also. Enjoyed seeing him. And let's see here. She solved this, didn't she?
Yeah. So at that table there, what we were doing was a Rubik's Cube challenge. You had 10 minutes to solve a Rubik's Cube. And if you solved it within 10 minutes, you won a prize.
What'd she win?
She won a TV.
Oh, congratulations.
And I think we give 3 of them away. There was, might have been 3 winners. I can't believe a little boy and then 2 girls won.
Here's somebody that always scares me when she stands next to me. I go, ooh.
She's trying to size you up, see what kind of box.
Lauderdale County coroner, and then she's also standing.
Miss Yolanda, I tell you that
she's sweet.
She is something else. Worked with her hand in hand out at the prison,
right?
And she works for Mississippi Board of Corrections. She just has an office out there.
Yeah,
but,
sweet as she can be.
Good people. And then, wait, what was that last picture?
That's your sister.
Oh, Charlene.
There she is.
She came out there.
She was all about it there.
Yeah.
And let me say this. Next year, Christmas Eve or the day before this happens, if you want to do a good cause, they were a little short-handed. If you want to help put toys together and make a difference, go see Chief. Talk to him now about signing up and helping out with that. I know the Boy Scouts came and helped out. And
here's the TV, and there's one of them.
Yeah, there's the Chief there. That's one of the guys that won. But a lot of good come out of this.
The mayor and the mayor.
Yeah. The mayors. That's the picture.
The mayors.
And the kids were so sweet.
Oh, these little kids was loving you. Boy, look at the knowledge that's in that group right there.
Are we talking about Julie, or who are we talking about here? The list just goes on of great people that were there that helped out. Thank you to each one of you who done this. There's one other thing that we'll save the rest of the stuff for tomorrow. But let me see. Wow, I've lost a picture. So we'll just do it tomorrow. That'll be coming up there. We got a lot of great stories with that. Who knows what today holds? We're hoping that everything is going to be wonderful. That we have a day that. No rough stuff happens, and let me word it that way.
Everybody's getting back to work, and just be safe out there.
Yes, sir. What about do we have birthdays today?
Oh, we do. We've got some birthdays. Let's see. We've got Terry McIlvain's got a birthday.
Go Terry.
Sue Owen has a birthday. That's my preacher's wife. Danny Miles. Casey Grice has a birthday today. Chloe Davis is 21 today, and Jordan Allen is 6. And then yesterday, Sarai Baziari Weldon had a birthday yesterday. Jimmy Slade, a Jaybird, he had a birthday yesterday. Terry Lewis, Carol Bowler, Miss B. Happy birthday, Miss B. I hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday along with Christmas. And that's our list today. So
make sure to get yours in for tomorrow to us there.
We've got one already. We got 2 already on the deal for Saturday. So Philip Forsyth turned 34 yesterday. So happy birthday yesterday. A lot of these Christmas birthdays coming along.
You know, there's somebody just north of us is a little nervous. I don't know if you've been keeping up with this. Don's dropped like 5 hints of, hey, how would you like to become the 51st state of the United States?
Yeah.
Canada is shaking.
Yeah, hey, you want to come be a part of us?
He told them, we'll give y'all 60% tax cut if you join the U.S. Something to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll do it.
All righty there. We've enjoyed it, and as always, as we get ready to depart and go out into the big wild blue yonder, there's something you need to remember. Good Lord up above, and we've got a Bible verse.
Pull up a Bible verse. We got Mark Dodger's got a birthday today, so happy birthday to you too. And I saw another one. Nope, that was it. So let's see. Today we're gonna go to Matthew 2:10. Where it says, when they saw the star, they rejoiced in exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasure, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And Christmas is about the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And that's where our presents come from, as we give our loved ones presents. We don't want our presents to overtake what we have the true meaning of Christmas for, and that is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And the gift that he gives us is everlasting life. And not just that, but all the blessings and all our wants that we want right here on earth can be given only by him. Y'all invite him into your heart and change your life for good. But remember him. Just because that was yesterday, we need to celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ every single day of the year. Y'all have a wonderful day. We got a good guest coming tomorrow to sit in for that girl. But until then, remember, we love you. Have a safe day.